What is up, everyone? It is your boy Al, the founder of BBK Sports Talk, and in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the recent news of our Los Angeles Rams re-signing safety Kam Curl, one of our leaders on defense and one of the game's best safeties last year. But before I get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel. Check off the bell notification icon to become part of the family. The link is in our bio, you guys. Tap that bad boy and come follow us on the YouTube side. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, everyone, so I was pleasantly surprised with the news we got yesterday with the Rams decided to bring back Kam Curl. And the reason why I was surprised at them bringing him back is just because of their track record that they've had with safeties. We saw how this went with LaMarcus Joyner, and we saw how this went with John Johnson. Both at the time were great safeties of the Los Angeles Rams and were homegrown guys that were really productive safeties for us. Both of them played a big role in us getting to where we got to in terms of reaching the Super Bowl in 2018. And we understand the role that John Johnson played for this team in the 2020 season. So when you think about those things in its totality, it was, man, you already re-signed Quentin Lake, which caught me by surprise originally during the season. And it's like, dang, I don't know if they're gonna pay another safety just because the track record says that they wouldn't. But they love Kam Curl in the locker room. They love what he brings to the table. He's one of those glue guys. He's one of those leaders on defense. It's kind of similar to the previous video in which I spoke about Tyler Higbee. When you think about his production, he had 122 tackles last year. He had 5 passes defended, 2 interceptions, 1 pick, and then you saw the performance that he had in the postseason and the game that he had against Chicago. Kam Curl is one of the game's better safeties in my opinion. He's in that back end of the top 10 range. He's like in that 10 to 12 range, and in my opinion, I got him at the 10 spot because I think Kam Curl is that dang good of a safety in this game. But when you think about what he brings to the table in terms of those intangibles, his ability to tackle and run defense, and his ability to read the quarterback and just be in the right place at the right time to make a play on the ball, Kam Curl really is a dog, and he's one of those guys that when you think about the safeties coming back now, Cam Kitchens, Kam Curl, Quentin Lake, you add in McDuffie, are you going to bring back Forbes? And you start thinking about the way the secondary is going to look. Do the Rams decide to sign a free agent to pair in with this secondary, or do they decide to draft somebody in the 2nd or 3rd round to further add to the secondary? So when you just start thinking about the trajectory of this secondary and the guys that you have in there, the leaders, Quentin Lake and Kam Curl, you're extremely excited for what's to come with the Los Angeles Rams. And before I end the video, this was something that I was speaking about with somebody in my DMs yesterday, in which I was reacting to the Kam Curl contract, right? The one thing that I had noticed, when you look at the contract and you see that he was getting paid $12 million a year annually, right? It is an increase from where he was at before. But think about the numbers. Kam Curl, in my opinion, on the open market was going to get anywhere between 14 to 16 mil if somebody really wanted to overpay him because he had such a great year last year. The Rams now have gotten multiple great contracts out of their guys. Quentin Lake was signed at a really good number. Kam Curl now is signed at a really good number. Think about Tyler Higbee, $4 million a year. That's what he came back to re-sign as. And then you think about Nate Landman's contract, which hasn't paid what, in the top 25 linebacker range, and he got a lot of guaranteed money up front. And I think what he's getting was 7.5 million annually, 8 mil, whatever it was. The Rams have guys that they love, and these guys are willing to work with them to get a number that they are willing to stay with the Los Angeles Rams, a number that they're willing to play at that they feel is fair, but also understanding that they love being in this situation. I think that just speaks miles of the type of energy that we have in this locker room and just everything that comes with it, man. And you got to give a big shout out to Les Snead and Sean McVay for being able to provide that environment and for being able to bring that type of energy to this franchise, man. But with that being said, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel. Check off the bell notification icon to become part of the family. That's all I got for y'all. Once again, hit the link in the bio, subscribe to our YouTube channel, become a part of our family, and catch all of our updated long-form content. Have a great day, you guys, and stay blessed.